everyone, welcome to ACE Online. So I am back with another practice set number 12. Now in this practice set series, we are going to solve problems which are expected to come or likely to be expected to come in LIC AAO. So here we already done with our 11 practice set, and you will find all these videos in the YouTube playlist on the same channel. And now in this video, we are going to solve our practice set number 12. So basically this practice set is based on the reasoning section, and we are having different type of questions which we have to solve in this particular video. So don't forget to share the link of the session in your respective groups to your friends so that more students can join the video and they can also do practice over here. So without wasting any more time, let's start with the very first question and let's see what type of questions we are having. So here, as I can see, here we are having a puzzle and we are having few questions based on this particular data. So first, what you have to do, you have to read all the given clues that we are having, and what you have to do, you have to draw a arrangement or the sitting arrangement based on this one. And after that, we are having few questions based on this particular data only, and after that we have to cross check it whether you are getting your correct answer or not. So here I can see that there's a it hardly takes 2 minutes time at this point where we are having our exams in near 5 to 10 days. At this point of time, we can easily able to solve these type of question, or we have to solve these type of question at least in 2 to 3 minutes. That's it. We are not going to invest my 10 to 15 minutes just to solve a single puzzle, because we are not having that much of time period in our examination. So just read each and every word carefully and try to answer the questions based on this one. So just simply stop and see the questions as well. Here we are having this as our question number 1, where what we have to do, we have to determine the position of t with respect to z. This is our second question. This is our third question. This is our fourth question. And here what we have to do, first we have to draw our order, our arrangement, and after that only we have to answer it. Please take care of this thing in this one. Here we are having males and females and spouses as well, right? So draw accordingly. Although this is a quite simple type of question, because if you will read each and every given clue carefully, then you can easily able to draw it. Okay, let's start reading the question. 8 friends Q, R, S, T, V, W, Y and Z. These are the 8 friends that we are having, are sitting around a circular table facing the center. Now what these friends are doing, all these friends are facing towards the center, okay? There are 3 males and 5 females in the group of friends. Now we have to take care of this point as well. Here what we are having 3 males and 5 females. No 2 males are immediate neighbor of each other. Okay. So with this data, how I am going to draw my diagram or my arrangement? So here I am just drawing my circle. Okay. So basically this is my circle and we are having 8 peoples, right? These are the 8 persons or the 8 friends that we are having. Now the condition says that we are having 3 males, right? And we are having 5 females. Okay. Now apart from that, it is also given that no 2 males are going to be set consecutively or immediate as an immediate neighbor. Is it clear? Okay. Now the first clue says that we sit second to the right of his wife. V sits second to the right of his wife. Okay. So if all of them are facing towards the center, so we can say that this is the right direction to all of them, and this one is the left direction, and this one is the left direction. Is that clear? Okay. Now for the V, what we are having, the question says that V sits second to the right of his wife. So let's suppose this is the V wife, right? She is sitting over here. Now V sits second to the right. So this is the first right and this is the second right. So here we are having V. Now, one more important point for the males. For the males, what we are going to do, we are going to use this particular box, and for the females, we are going to use this particular circle or the oval, right? We are either going to use circle or we are going to use oval, right? Okay. Now we know that V's wife, so we just simply circle it and we just make a box over here, right? Next, S sits third to the right of V. So here 1, 2 and here we are having S. Is it clear? So it is clearly, we can clearly say that S is not the wife of V, right? Okay. Next, W sits second to the right of her husband. Okay, W sits, that means W is what? W is female, or her husband is Z, that means Z is a male. Z is a male. Z is not the immediate neighbor of V's wife. Okay, so we can do one thing. First, we will plot this particular clue in our arrangement, and after that, we will proceed with the rest one. Okay. So here we can say that, let's suppose this is the V. And he is what? He is male. So I am drawing a box over here, right? Okay. Now in this particular clue, we can say that V sits second to the right of his wife. Okay, if this is the second right, then we can say that this is the first right, and here we are having V's wife. Right now we don't know who is V's wife, but we just simply write it like this only. Okay. Now, it is also given that S sits third to the right of V. Third right. First right, second right, third right. So here basically we are having S. Till now the gender of S is not defined, so we are also not going to determine it by ourselves. Next. Okay. So Z is not an immediate neighbor of V's wife. Okay. So if Z is not the immediate neighbor, so we can say that here we can't place Z. Here also we can't place Z, right? And Z is what? Z is a male. Z is what? Z is a male. No, now T is male and Y is not an immediate neighbor of V, okay? So here we are not going to place Y as well. Here we are not going to place Y as well. And T is what? T is a male, okay? R sits second to the right of Q, okay? So if this is Q, then here we are having R. Here we are having R. Okay, so this is the remaining clues that we are having and we have to arrange accordingly. Okay. So let's assemble all the clues. So here we are having this one. We are having T as a male, right? Apart from that, we are having this clue, right? That W sits second to the right of Z. First right, second right. Okay. So basically, this is the condition that we are having. Now, as we know that no two male can sit immediate to each other, so we can say that here T also can't be placed over here and T can't be placed over here. Is it clear? Okay. So here we are having like QRST, QRSTUV, W, and the last one is YZ. Okay. Okay, first we have to identify that who is the wife of V. So this option is eliminated, right? After that, this Z is eliminated, this T is eliminated, right? This S is also eliminated, right? Here these options are eliminated. Now we are left with W, but W is associated with Z. So this W is also eliminated. Now we are left with QR. We are left with QR. So is there any other information that we are having related to QR? No, we don't have any other specific details, but we have to check it now with the help of arrangement that we are having. Okay, so now let's start putting the data that we are having. Let's suppose if Q is the female of V. Let's suppose Q is the female, Q is the wife of V. Now the position of R should be this one, so we can't place it over here. So Q is not the wife of V. Okay. Now let's suppose instead of this one, let's suppose R is the wife of V. Let's suppose. So here we have to put Q. Here we have to put Q. We are just assuming it, right? Let's suppose this is the female and here we want 5 females. Okay. So here 1, 2 and 3. These 3 are the males and the rest candidates are what? Rest candidates are female. Rest candidates are what? Rest candidates are female. Okay. So this is female 2, right? Okay. So if this is female 2 and we know that we can't put T over here and T over here, so we can put T either to this place or to this place. Okay. And we want this arrangement as well. So if we want this arrangement, so we can say that the Z can't be at this place also, because we are having this particular condition that no 2 males can sit immediate to each other. So the only possible case that we are having Z is this one. The only possible case that we are having, or the place that we are having for Z is this one. Now, if Z is this one, then this place should be occupied by W, not the Q. So we can say that here R is not the wife of V. Here we can, with the help of this clue, because there is no other place left for Z, we can't place Z over here because he is male and no 2 males can sit together. So this position is also eliminated. We can't put Z over here. So we are left with either this position or this position, right? So if first we will put Z over here, then the position of W should be this one. But if, let's suppose I put Z over here, then the position of W is this one. But W is associated with Z, not with V. So we can say that here we are having W. Here we are having W. This is nothing but Z's wife. This is nothing but Z's wife. Now, for V's wife, we are left with just 2 persons. We are left with just 2 persons. Either U or Y. Either U or Y. Okay. But first we have to put our Q and R. But now we have to put our Q and R. Okay. So if I put my Q over here, then R should be here. Right. But I can also do one more thing, that if I put Q over here, then R should be here, right? R should be here. Are we missing any other point that we have to consider? Okay, so there's no as such information is given related to the given data. Okay. Now, first we have to put this T, because we can't put T over here, we can't put T over here. So the only place that we are having, for the T is this one. Because here we can't put T, here also we can't put T. If T is over here, then we can say that here we are having Q and here we are having R, right? So we are left with, do we have U? No, we don't have U. So the only person that we are having is Y. So basically V's wife is nothing but that is Y. V's wife is nothing but is Y. So Y is nothing but, Y is a female and he's nothing but V's wife. So basically this is a complete arrangement that we are having. Now we can easily cross check all the clues as well, and whenever we are going to draw our, we are done with our arrangement like this, we have to cross check it with the given clues so that we can assure ourselves that we have drawn the correct diagram, right? This is very important point while you are writing your examination, right? So V said second of the right of his wife, okay, second right, yes. S is third to the right of V, yes, third right basically. W sits second to the right of her husband Z. Yes, basically this one. So with this like we can easily check the options that we are having or the arrangement that we are having. Now let's start with the questions and let's see what are the correct answers. So this is the first question. What is the position of T with respect to Z? What is the position of T with respect to Z, right? So where we are having T, okay, and where we are having Z. So this is nothing but this is the first, second, third. This is a third right. So do we have that in our option? Yes, basically third to the right. That means option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Next. Which of the following statement regarding S is definitely correct? What we have to do? We have to determine these statements regarding S. S is one of the male members of the group. No, we know that males are like V, T and Z. These are the three males that we are having. So no, this is not the correct one. Both immediate neighbor of S are female. That we need to check. No, basically no two immediate neighbors are females. One is male and one is female. S sits third to the left of T. I don't think so. Third to the left. No, basically she is the second left. W is an immediate neighbor of S. Yes, is it? Immediate neighbor. S sits second to the right of Q. Whereas we are having Q. No, basically they are opposite. So we can say that here option number D is the correct, where we are having W is an immediate neighbor of S. W is an immediate neighbor of S. Is it clear? Next. Who amongst the following is V's wife? We know that. That is Y. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Next. Who amongst the following has a male sitting to immediate left, male sitting immediate left and the right? Okay. So here we are having this type of combination. We want this type of combination. Do we have that? Okay. Yes. We are having R. Both immediate neighbors are male. Both immediate neighbors are male. So do we have that in our option? Yes, basically option number B is the correct one. So after drawing the arrangement, we can easily answer the respective questions that we are having. But first you need to make the arrangement or the order carefully. You need to check each and every clue or the every data which is given in the passage. So as you draw on the diagram or the order, you can easily able to answer all the related or all the associated questions from that. Is it clear? Okay. Now let's move on some other category and let's see what is the next category that we are having. So here we are having three questions from the concept of coding decoding, right? So here first you need to read all the data that we are having and just simply decode all the words that you are having, and you have to answer it accordingly. Here we are having three questions and you have to answer accordingly. So just read it out and try to answer. Here, the question says that study the following information carefully and answer the questions below. Right? Here, this is the information that we are having and we have to answer these type of questions. Okay, so basically this is your question number 1. I really hope you all got your answer. Now this is your second question. And this one is your third question. Okay, let's start solving it. So here the data says that in a certain code, this means had horrible dream. This means really realize your dream. This means very horrible experience. Now, from this, as we are having the repeated word and we are having these two code common, so we can easily say that for very we are using ZE. For very we are using ZE. We can easily identify this, right? Okay. Now, as I'm reading all these clues, I'm getting one word common, that is horrible. So basically, I'm having this word in both of these lines, and what I have to do, I have to identify the common code for that. So in this one, we are having zoo. So here we are having Z and pat. So we can easily say that the code for horrible is nothing but GE. For horrible is nothing but GE. Is it clear? Okay. Now the next one. As we can say that here we are left with one word and here we are left with one word. That means for the experience, we are having only single word, that is nothing but PAT, pat. Right? Now the next one. Here we are having lit, zo, pit, and here we are having zo. So what we have to do, we have to find out the common word in between them. So here we are having dream, right? And here also we are having dream. Here we are having zo. Here we are having zo, and in this one also we are having zo. So we can say that for the dream, we are using zo. We are using what? We are using zo. So here we are left with one word and again we are left with one code. So we can say that for had, we are having JI. For had, we are having JI. But in the next line we are having two words and here also we are having two words. So can we able to determine the exact code? No. So basically we can say that for realize and for the your, we are not having the fixed code, but we can say that either lit is the code or either pit is the code, but exact code can't be defined. So in this particular question, we can easily go with can't be determined. We can easily go with can't be determined. If we are having an option like either A or C, then we will go with this particular option, but in this one we are not having such option. So we will go with our option number D. Is it clear? Okay. Now the next one. JI, ZE, pit, lit. So we know that if we are having pit, lit, that means what we need? We need realize and your. We need these two type of word, right? So do we have your? No, just simply eliminate. Do we have your and realize? Yes. Your realize? Yes. Your realize? Yes. Basically, these two options are eliminated just by seeing these two words, right? Okay. For JI, we need had. We need had. Do we have that? Yes. Do we have that? Yes. Do we have that? No. Just simply eliminate. The next code is ZE. ZE. This for very. This is for very. Do we have that? Yes. Do we have that? No. Here we are having mu, so this option is also eliminated. And the correct option that we are having over here is our option number C. The correct option that we are having over here is what? Option number C. So basically in this as well, what we need to do, we need to focus on the common words that we are having, and with the help of that we have to retrieve our words or the coded words that we can say, or we can say the codes that we are having, and accordingly we have to answer it. Is it clear? Okay. The last question related to this particular data is this one. Here, Dream had horrible experience, and we all know that here we are having codes for this one. So for the experience we are having pet, right? So we need this particular word. Do we have that? No. Do we have that? Yes. Do we have that? No. So either this is the answer or this one is the answer, or like the rest one is also, we are having the rest option as well. For the head and JE and GI. GI and JE. Do we have that? JIG, yes. And after that we are having dream, where we are having dream. For dream we are having ZO. Do we have that? Yes. So basically option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. So basically coding decoding is a very simple type of problems, or we can say that every topic that we are having is quite simple. But all we need to do is we need to practice more and more so that we can easily able to catch the pattern, or we can easily able to determine the things that we are having in the question. Is it clear? Okay. With this one, let's move on. The next topic that we are having in this one is, now we are having some alphanumeric pattern, or we can say some alphanumeric type of problems, miscellaneous type of problems. Okay. So for this we are having 5 questions, and for this one what we have to do, we have to study the following arrangement of numbers, symbols and letters carefully. Follow the instruction and answer the question. What we have to do? We have to follow the given instruction that we are having, and we have to answer accordingly. So basically this is your first question. Just simply read each and every word carefully and try to identify a correct answer. This is your second question. This is your third question. This is your fourth question. And this one is your fifth question. Okay, so let's start with the very first question, and the question says that what is the previous alphabet, that means immediate left, according to the English alphabet series of the element which is 18th from the left end. So first we have to calculate the 18th, or we have to identify the 18th letter or the number that we are having, or the 18th element from the left end. So basically this is your right end, right? And this one is your left end. This one is your left end. And what you have to do, you have to count it from left end. So here we are having like 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 12, 15, 18. So basically this is the 18th element that we are having. This one is the 18th element. if you will see here, we are having this as our option as well, but we don't have to answer the same element. What we have to do? We have to focus on the previous alphabet according to the English alphabets. We have to focus on the previous alphabet. So we know that M is associated with the number 13. So we have to identify the 12th alphabet or the 12th number with whom this 12 number is associated in the English alphabet, and that is nothing but L12, right? So the correct answer over here is option number C, not option number B. Not option number B or not option number A. Is it clear? So what we have to do, we only have to focus on the first for the 18th element, and after that we have to identify the previous alphabet that we are having according to English alphabet. Is it clear? Okay. Next one. So the next question says that if A is placed between S and X, so where we are having X and S here. Okay. So we just simply put A in between these two, right? Okay. Then what will be the 8th element from the right end? So basically these are the 4, including this, these are the 4, right? So basically 8th element that we are having is U. This is a very simple question. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Is it clear? Next. After eliminating all odd numbers and vowels, then which of the following element is 5th from the left end? Okay, so basically again this is the right end and that one is our left end. That one is our left end, right? First we have to eliminate all the odd numbers and the vowels, right? So this is the vowel, odd number, vowel, odd number, vowel, vowel. Okay, we only have to focus on the 5th now, so there is no point to eliminate all the numbers. We just simply count 5th element. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. So basically this dollar symbol is our 5th element from the left hand. So we can say that the option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. There is no point to go further. We can eliminate the odd numbers and like the vowels easily, but there's no point to go further because we only have to focus on the 5th element from the left end. Is it clear? Okay. Now the next one. Let's see what is the next question we are having. So the next question says that when if the first 15 elements are reversed from left end, what will be the 24th from right end? Okay. So basically this is the right end and that one is our left end, and I'm going to change my color. So here this is the left end, right? So first we have to focus on the first 15 alphabets. So here we are having like the first 5, right? After that we are having next 5. These are about 10, and after that till this one we are having 15 elements, right? Till this one we are having 15 elements and they are going to be written in the reverse order, right? Okay. Now, here we have to focus on the 24th end from the right one. Okay. So 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, right? 18, 19, 20, right? Now, this 21, 22, 23, 24. So basically this element is what? This element is the 24th from the right end, because these letters are going to be right in the reverse order and we have to move in this direction, right? So basically P is the 24th element. So option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. Is it clear? Okay, now the last question that we are having is this one. So the question says that if all the digits in the series are multiplied with 2 and then all the numbers are added, the resultant is. So you can do one thing, like first you will pick the numbers and multiply it by 2, and after that you are adding all these numbers. Or you can just do one thing, just pick all the numbers, add them and multiply it by 2. This is quite easy. So here we are having 1. After that 8 and 3. So basically 8 and 3, that is 11. 11 plus 1, that is 12, right? 12 plus 5, 17. 17, 17, 17, and after that 17 plus 7. Sorry. 17 plus 7, that is 24. Now we have to multiply it by 2 and you will get your answer as 48. You will get your answer as 48. Do we have that in our option? Yes. Option number C is the correct one. You can also do it like instead of writing 1, you can write 2 plus 16 plus 6 plus 10 plus 14. If you will add all these numbers, you will get the same answer. So you can either follow the ways that maybe the whatever way you like. So with this one, we can easily answer all the questions. So in this video, we learned that whatever type of questions we are having, all we need to do is we need to focus on the data that we are having in the questions. If we will talk about like these type of data, here we have to read each and every word which end is given and from where we have to calculate, we have to reverse it or not, or we have to take in like in the simple manner. Like we have to calculate according to what? According to like English alphabet series or like some other, is there any gap or not? If we have to identify some pattern or not, like there's so many other ways, right? So all you need to do is you need to read each and every data that is given in the question carefully and you have to answer accordingly. And whenever you are having questions from the concept of sitting arrangement, and you are going to be have that in your examinations, you are having your puzzles, you are having your like sitting arrangement, and for that particular questions you have to focus and you have to read each and every line carefully. You are not going to be miss any single word because of single line the whole arrangement is gonna be changed, right? So just read each and every word carefully so that you will get your accurate answers, right? So with this one, let's end this video here only. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, keep practicing, stay safe, bye bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.